Situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing to start the drive. Logan. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
On first down, Logan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to throw. Logan. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. Throwing on first down. Logan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left sideline, complete. That's Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Throw left side complete. That's man.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Logan rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Logan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Come on. Read the light. Warriors 17.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Logan. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers. 18 Chargers, 18 Chargers. 19 Lions. Riggs. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Logan. Going right back to Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake. Logan. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Nineteen tight. 16 average.
He'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
18.
They go play action here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors, 70, 79.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Throwing to start the drive. Logan. He's got a man complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
To throw on 2nd down. Logan. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here this first half. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And it is 28-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
They'll drop the throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Back to throw again. Throw left side taken in by Slayton. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
7 Pirates. Mustang 19. 19 tight. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The slot man in motion right. Back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Logan gonna look deep for Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Logan. He's got the connection to Moore. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Logan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Back in 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18. Pioneer. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Derwin James with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing to start the drive. Logan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Logan. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely sure.
Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. And the Cowboys have recovered. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back, and they looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide, as they've established already.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Logan. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stats going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From a yard out.
And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout,
Let's go now.
Let's just say it's been unusual.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
21. I got it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and goal from the 1.
21.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
65.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the Cowboys 4-yard line.
Cougar 19, 19 right. Hurt.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 4 yards out. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Gano the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Logan. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 3rd down, Logan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Barkley, inside handoff. Always got some breathing room. That one good for 37 yards.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
18 runners.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 29 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Gano for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Again, he finds more. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is